We are now at the entrance of the Circle K Ranch, and the barn and the house is straight up the driveway that you are about to see. All the land that you see here is part of the Circle K, and we get our hay, first cutting, very good hay, off of our property. We are about halfway up, and as you can see, the house and the barn is there with the stalls and one of the run-in shelters, and you will see the horse trailer, and we allow you to leave your horse trailer here free of rent, no charge. We're now at the top of the driveway. As you can see, the house, and to the left of the house is an addition, which is the bathroom for the boarders. Parking lot. We are now where the barn is, and this is the first paddock. It's a small one, but the others that you will be seeing are 2 to 2.5 acres each. We are looking down south, and you can see the tree line where there's a nice creek, and across there is the ring. It's an outdoor ring, and we're hoping to have it enclosed in about 2.5 to 3 years. We have approximately 9.5 miles of fencing, and everything you see is where the horses can roam, or they're the paddocks. We'll go into more detail in a moment. Again, this is the pasture that we have. You can ride your horse. You want to come here for 20 minutes or half an hour and ride all around what you see here. And when we get to the ring, I will show you the path that leads up to the top of the mountain and over 70 plus trails and to the rails to trails. No putting your horse in a horse trailer and taking it where you have to go riding. This is a view looking north. We're out in one of the pastures. We will now head to the ring. We are now up where the outdoor ring is, but giving you a view looking back. As you can see, there is plenty of pasture, and we've only covered about 10 to 20 acres so far. Now walking towards the outdoor ring, which we have safety plastic poles up, except for the ones in the corner. It is a very large ring. I don't know the exact feet offhand, but it is very large. I'll just walk along one side of it. The boarders use this, and at the urging of the veterinarian, we have kept it to be grass and soft dirt, which I bring in and put down where the horses trot. Please keep in mind this is winter, and the grass is not that brilliant green. For pictures of that, you can go to our website. And see all the luscious green grass that we do have here. I'll be hoping to do this in June again, so that you can see it. So this is the size of the ring, hard to see because I didn't want wooden fencing up, for it hurts the horses if they should run into it. But it is quite large. But when we enclose it, we'll then be able to have a roof and sides with mirrors inside, so you can study how you are riding and your horse is carrying. We are still on the property of the Circle K Ranch, and this is the beginning of the trail that leads on up to the top of the mountain, where you can go on to over 70 plus trails. And this is just one area. The property here has been bulldozed, trees have been removed so that you can ride your horse on smooth ground. You can see that the track marks in the ground show how we've bulldozed it. Trees have been put aside, as you can see, and the trail is marked with a pink paint as you can see, I hope. And this trail winds around and twines around all the way to the top of the mountain. So you have over 70 plus trails from here, and another 15 to 20 on another section of our property that leads to different directions. We keep the outdoor ring separate from the barn and area, so that when you're riding your horse and training it, it is not bothered by the other horses, and it pays all of its attention to you. We are now at the Middle Eastern part of the ranch, where you can see maybe perhaps the horses eating out of the hay hut, and there's 3 or 4 paddocks. And all of this land that you see is the Circle K Ranch, of which 45 to 50 acres the horses browse on, and the rest is for our crop, for hay, and etc. We are now at the far eastern end, which is roughly about 3/4 of a mile to a mile, and this here is just one of the paddocks that is at least 2.5 or more acres. And we are looking towards the west, where you can see the barn and 2 run-in sheds, or actually 3. Just showing you a little bit more of the east end. There are 2 paddocks out there that are more than 2.5 acres. A little bit more of the eastern end, and this is where the 2 paddocks are divided. The fences are electrified all 9.5 miles, and the trees provide them when they want to have shade. We're now wrapping up the video, coming to the end of our tour. You're looking right now at about 5 or 6 paddocks. This is one of the run-in sheds, able to withstand winds of 160 miles per hour. These are a few of our horses. The run-in shed, manure pile, and one of those instruments over there is the manure spreader. And yes, we let you keep your horse trailer here absolutely free of charge, and this belongs to one of the boarders. Again, the grass is not growing. This is the middle of winter. I'd like to thank you very much for reviewing our Circle K Ranch, and I hope you give us a call so we can make an appointment. We have security cameras all around to protect your horse, covering all of the field and pastures. Happy trails.